be going through my load order on ATS 158. Now, I have a few load orders that I'm going to show you before I do drive. I've got a EWMN Discover Ontario, I've got the Western Canada set up. The main one I've turned to now is Western Canada because some of the cities are a lot larger than using the Discover Ontario and EWMN. So yeah, and also I'd like to congratulate myself that I've actually managed to do a custom skin for the IronX W900 for my VTC. So yeah, you'll see that truck when I go and take a drive. But I'm actually quite happy that I managed to actually finally skin that truck since I've had it. So, yeah, I'll literally flick the screen so you guys can see the game. Hopefully it'll show up, which it has. I've just got to literally quickly just resize the screen because it was set in 4K at one point. But I'm actually just now going to resize this for 1080. But yeah, just give me a second to resize this. I should have done it a minute before. But I've just literally now resized that, so there we go. And now I've just got to put my phone on silent. So then that way, yeah, we're good to go. So, I'm just going to check my live feeds just to make sure they are going up and about. Yes, I'm live on Kick. So yeah. I think you can save Kick videos, which I believe you can. So yeah, basically guys, here, Gamerzone 158, that's my single player, which I'm using to mess about on and test mods, basically. But I'll show you this one first, then I'll show you my Western Canada, which this one is by Western Canada, by the way. Then what I'll do is I'll show you the VTC load order, which I've got so far. So yeah, we've got the... I'll go from bottom to top, once to just check which one which is. So we've got the More American Cities Global, that version is 1.2, and that is sourceable from my Godness Patreon. With the More American Cities Global, that needs to actually come out, because that's 157. Then we have the Alaska North to the Future, 086, which is still for 157, but still work. Urban Traffic Overhaul, version 23. The 157 versions of Frank-style Custom Farms. All of these will work, apart from Flagstaff, till it's been reworked for the Route 66 rework. So we've got Yard Grand Junction, near Denver, Sierra, EADS, Map, Fort Collins, New Meadows, and Mega Farm Valley. And all the version numbers are on this is 2.0. Then we have the Western Canada 1.6.1. Actually, no, we don't. That is the... Did I just skip? I think I just skipped half of this. I'm sorry. We've got the More American Cities version, Global Edition version 1.2. Sorry about this. We've got the Alaska North to the Future, the current version for 157 0.8.6. Urban Traffic Overhaul version 23. Yard Grand Junction, Denver, EADS, Map, Edit, Yard, Fort Collins, New Meadows, which is based in Idaho, and the Mega Farm Valley, they're all version 2.0. Then we've got the Mega Resources. Actually, while I'm looking at this, hang on, I did have the right one in, sorry. 297.1. Yeah, 297.1. Then we've got Reformer 297158. Mex is a Mexican map. The way I pronounce it is Mexicity map 07158. Then we've got Pacifico version 4.13158 for Reformer, followed by Reformer Los Altos Beta 4.10.158. Reformer Extremo Beta 2.12.158. Reformer Nord Street Beta 55158. Reformer Coachella Beta 2.3158 and Reformer Badger Beta 3.4158 and Coast to Coast version 2.22.58.0, Radiator Springs Map ATS add-on, as well as the Radiator Springs fix, which you can source from GMC Community, and that is 158. Area 51, which is another Patreon mod. We have the Beyonds 4, 3, 2, 1 Beyond fix, and the Coast to Coast. We also have West Canada Ferry Terminal version 1.01, along with Discover North America version 173, ATS expansion 20.0 or version 20, Great America 5.6 with the Great America fix and the Beyond Great America fix, along with Oregon expansion version 2.2, Utah expansion 2.3, Colorado expansion 1.5, Idaho expansion 1.2, and Washington expansion 1.9. Then we've got Grand Utopia of America. That version is 1.3 with the base map connection, which is version 1.0. Then we've got the Western Canada expansion versions 1.6.1 or 16.1 or whichever one you want to call it. Then we've got the Road to Nunavut or Nunavut 1.03. Then we've got the Western Canada DNA, GA and ATS expansion connection 1.61. Then we've got Pro Mods, Assets, Models, Map, Def. The Pro Mods version for this game is 1.6.1 or 16.1. We have the Tonsiket Map Mega Yard from Frankstar Customs with the Pro Mods compatibility. And then the templates. And then we've got the Western Canada Alaska NTTF connection 16.1. Along with the Pro Mods version 16.01. And of course the Lake Cabin A-frame and version 1.1.5. And then, of course, last but not least, with map mods and Reformer of a map compatibility patch version 34.158. I personally like the motorcycle traffic by Jazzy Cat. It's nice to have some traffic in your game, which is different compared to SCS stock traffic. We've got the motorcycle traffic pack by Jazzy Cat version 6.5.12. Then the def, then we've got the radar, the texture, ATS version 2.10.0 recreated for myself, because basically what I've done is I added my modified trucks, which you'll see in a moment. We've got the radar director fix and the language English. Then we've got the Iron Rex truck installs, version 155 or 156, with the Iron Rex base, pup trailers, open def, GSL Lowboy, Iron Rex, GSL Lowboy, open def, and the engines. I've got the Haterbuilt 481 in there. I haven't installed the whole pack because I'm just using the Haterbuilt just for the engines, because I've obviously modified the def files so the Haterbuilt engines work in other trucks, basically. We've got the Western Star Optimus Prime version 1.0 Lite. We've got the Ruder's RAM 3500 personal key, Ruder's RAM 3500 trailers, the Ruder's RAM 3500 DLC accessory compatibility pack, and the engines. And yeah, RAM 3500 VTC, which is just a skin I was messing just to make sure I could skin the truck. We have the Wilson Livestock 53 by B4RT Float Markets with the base and the customer for the Wilson cattle trailer. Now we've got the Wilson horse trailer, which is the B4RT EBY horses base 2, the customer file, and the B4RT resources pack. Now that is how you install both the B4RT trailers in order. If you just want the cattle, take out these two and put that light there. If you want them both, put the light after both the trailers. We have the Monster Energy Kaja ATS. Basically what this is cargo from Monster Energy. It's on Steam Workshop if any guys are interested, and it comes out from these companies. I haven't spotted any yet, but I probably will. We've got the ATS wheel pack single player. We've got my old wheel pack that I used when I used to be under Crazy Dead Chain Gaming. Some of you may remember it. Then we've got 30-inch wheel packs, which I've got a set on my Iron Rex at the moment. We've got military cargo pack by Jazzy Cat 16.1, and the Godfather ATS cargo pack also, and we now have my new E-Tech engines. We also have Anna GPS, basically it's the GPS from Forza Horizon series. We've got Billie Eilish GPS, and also the Halo Master Chief voice navigation for GPS voices. We've got the K-pop Demon Hunters standalone trailers, billboards, and the skin pack. They are all on Steam Workshop. We have the Sound Different Air Horns Truck SCS ATS. That's another Steam one. My Gamer's Own horns are on Steam as well. We've got the Traffic Truck Smoke and Smoke in My Trucks, and the edited version of real companies and billboards. I've rebranded it and put some of my personal companies into it. ATS Realistic Rainwater and Thunder Sounds, that version is 9.9. Along with the ATS Realistic Brutal Graphics and Weather, and that is on 9.9 also. And the Wet Asphalt, basically what this does, it's an add-on. Basically what it does is English wet roads after rain, the angle main mirrors have been changed. The drying time of asphalt after rain has been changed, and slippery on the roads, observe the speed limit, basically. We have ATS with realistic day, night duration, just like real life. We've got the default advisor for 158. We've got the coloured background for ATS 156, but I've got to update that one. Then we've got my VTC mod, which contains all my skins, my truck dice, and basically a few more fixes. So yeah, that's my personal single player. Now if I go over to this one here, which will be the VTC, this has 93 mods in. So but it's basically the same map layout, guys, and basically it's the same near enough. The only difference is with this one at the moment, I've took my B4RT trailers out. So yeah, as you can see, it is the same map load, although I just basically cloned my profile to make this multiplayer. But I personally do not. I have the hater built in there, but I don't use it. It's for people that will join me on multiplayer and convoy, basically. Then we've got the EMMN, which is 93. I'll just quickly show you this load order. That's the load orders completed. Fuel tank extended. I can take that one out because that mod is now built into my VTC. So yeah, because I haven't been. We've got the More American Cities 1.2 again. The Mac Global fix need to come out. The Alaska Not of the Future Urban Traffic Overhaul version 23. The Yards by Frank Style Custom. We've got the Mega Resources 297158, Reformer 297158, basically all the Reformers in this order. Pacifico 4.3, Beta, the Los Angeles Beta 4.10, Extremo Beta 2.12, 158, Nortsu Beta 5.5, Reformer Cadchilla Beta 2.3158, and Reformer Badger Beta 3.4158. Also, we have Project Better Arizona 0.5 and the Connection, which is 1.13. We've got Coast to Coast version 2.22.58.0, ATS Expansion version 20.0, the Coast to Coast and ATS Expansion version 1.0.1, EMMN, which is version 158-3. Beyond 4, 3, 2, 1, Beyond Fix and the Coast to Coast. Area 51 again, and my new Meadows. We also have Ontario, Quebec. Then we have all of the Pro mods, which is here. Assets, Models, Map, Def, version 16. We have the Tonsiket Mega Yard, the Pro mods compatible for that, and the Tonsiket Mega Yard templates there. Then we've got the Lake Cabin A-Frame, version 1.15. Along with the ATSP expansion PM fix, which is version 158.1. ATS expansion RC, which is version 158.1 again. The Pro Mods connection, which is 158.1. And the EWMN NTTF 157.1, which I've got to update that one possibly. Then we've got the West Coast Ferry Terminals version 1.01 and the Reform of a Map patch, compatibility patch, version 34.158. And basically all the add-ons are the same as my other load orders. The only thing I took out of the VTC are basically these here. So yeah, it's the same load order. All I've got to do is just take out my dice now because they're in my VTC mod. And yeah, I now have 90 mods with that one. What I need to do is go into Game Zone 158 and then drive for you. Now I've literally gone through that. I'm actually quite happy that things are going my way. So now I can just hit load and go take that out. So yeah, basically I'm quite happy with that. They're all my load orders I've just shown you, so I've been more than happy to show you all my load orders that I'm working on. I haven't really played much of the EWMN since I transitioned over to the Western Canada and DNA. To be honest, I've been playing more of that, but since 158 has been out before my VTC directory got cleared, I did drive about between 11 to 14,000 miles already. But obviously, as you know, the first of every month, the VTC miles always get cleared on the first, so now I've got to start again. Which is a pain in the backside, but at least you can challenge people. Also, I will go through with you guys something else as well, because you're all going to ask me what settings do I use in my config and everything else, so I will literally go through for this. I will show you what I've got my Tobii Eye Tracker 5 set on, as well I'll show you what my graphics are set on as well, so if you guys do want to obviously pause the stream at the current time, you can, and copy it, once the game actually loads, that is. It just takes a while when you're loading mods that the game takes a while to load up. But that is the plan anyway. But this will be uploaded to my YouTube after. So the video will be in two places, will be the YouTube channel and the Kick channel. So yeah, I just thought I'd clarify that with you guys. So if you guys do still watch on YouTube, it will be on there as well. Well, and also guys, here is my new VTC skin for the Iron Rex W900. If I just go to Fight Market and click Radiator Springs. Radiator Springs to Area 51. That's 383 miles, which I'm going to drive for you guys. Because I very hardly do streams and drive, so yeah. That is just the radar.
Begin navigation.
So yeah, here's a prototype of a VTC skin I done for the Iron Rex W900 finally. That's probably my main skin I'll run on when I'm streaming and also in convoy. Because this is the only truck I do like driving, because yes, also when you do this truck up you can spend hours customising it and not do nothing. Believe me, I've got so many add-ons.
Turn left.
So yeah, I'm now going to go to the job site, which is currently on my left.
destination.
I'm actually using E-Tech engines, believe it or not, guys. They actually sound pretty nice, if you ask me. But before I go anywhere, I'm just going to give you guys a tour of the map, what I've got unlocked. Just so you guys can see it. Here is Alaska. Here is all of Western and Eastern Canada all together. Here is probably DNA and coast to coast. And we also have the Beyonds over here. And we also have all of Reformer now down here. I do have more American Cities Global. It does work as long as you update it on the Patreon page. Because they released a temporary version and then they realised, oh, we've got to update it because of the Route 66. But it does work. Now I've just got to go with the freight market and take this job. Take job. Now I've just got to somehow... I'm just going to back up and reverse this when I can get round here, when I'm not clicking on everything. But it's been a while since I took a job from this, so I've just got to remember what I'm doing, to be honest. When I'm not clipping the gates. Hang on, let's just see if I can turn that right around. I finally got myself free, guys. Now I've just got to try and get myself out of this. I will eventually get coupled up to this. Hang on.
Ready to get to work.
There we go. We're now coupled up, guys. I will just make sure I can pull out of here, and then I'll go in cab. As a rule, guys, when I leave Radiator Springs, especially the Meta, I normally go this way, because it's easy to manoeuvre this way out than it is to obviously turn right. Now we can go straight into cab, and voila, I have my tracker working. Now what I'll do is I will take a right here.
Turn left.
And what I'll do is then turn left here. I've got 21 minutes to complete this job, which is why I like Truckee, because yeah, it tells you all the relevant information on what jobs and how long and where to. So our job is...
You took the wrong route.
So I say. So our job is currently just looking. It's 384 miles. It will take 21 minutes, and apparently we'll be finishing at 13:29. And we're going from Meta Radiator Springs Scrapyard to Area 51 Gamer Zone and Sexy Gamer Chicks BTC headquarters. So let's go.
You're speeding.
So it says I'm speeding for now. But I just had to get myself set up, didn't I? And I've got the wrong mirror on. It's supposed to be like this. F1. I want F5. No, I don't. I want wrong one, which is annoying. I want it like this. I normally don't have the route advisor on because the new one's annoying. I miss the minimal route advisor. So I normally just go by the hologram on my GPS, on my window screen, if you can see it. But yes, I do have my Tobii eye tracker plugged in.
You're speeding, soldier. You're speeding. You're speeding, soldier.
Normally, as a rule, guys, I will have my headlights on automatic high beam and headlights, and also have my window wipers on. So once I set, when it's raining, the wipers will start, and when I stop, it will stop. Same with the lights. When it's dark, they'll come on, and when it's light, they'll go off. It's just easier, especially when you're kind of at the moment restricted to an Xbox controller and you haven't got all your buttons like you would have on a steering wheel. It's just easier to have things on automatic, to be honest. Oops, I kind of went over the lights. And as you can see, guys, we are pulling an army tank. Also, I was stopped at the lights real quick, guys. Actually, no, I'll do that at the end once I've done the job. I'll show you my truckie. Not my truckie, my Tobii eye tracker settings. Here we go, let's pull off.
You're speeding, soldier.
Let me know what your guys are, your thoughts. Would you rather have a Tobii eye tracker plugged in so you can use your head for movement to look around the cab and look around the scenery?
Go straight on.
Or would you rather just use either your mouse or, yeah, if you're on joypad like myself, use the right analog stick? Or something like that. Personally, I do like looking around because, yes, I've had some fun with this Tobii eye tracker before on convoy with mates. Basically, yeah, I was the first one to get a Tobii eye tracker in a group of us. I looked side to side and said it was safe, and yeah, I did feel one of my mates. They pulled off and went smack bang into the side of the AI. Yes, it was funny. You can have a laugh of it, but yeah, Tobii eye tracker was one of the best things I ever bought for this game. Because at least I could do that and then do that. Without it, you can't. The only thing is when I'm vaping, it does make the tracker go offline, go all funny. And instead of having the 200 gallons in this Iron Rex when you get it stock, I did go into the dev files and up the fuel tanks finally to 1,000 at least, so I can now run 7,000 miles in this truck on a full tank. Which isn't too bad, but that's only if you use the studio cab. If you use the day cab, you will only get 700, which is still not too bad.
keep right, and then exit right.
Because I don't think, few people I do plan on, I don't think they use the Iron X because of the way the fuel tank is too small. But I've upped it to 1,000, which is fair enough, but that's only if you use the studio cab. Yep, we got blocked roadwork, so yeah, right. We are going down the side of it. Woo!
Turn right.
But to be honest, guys, I wouldn't be without my radar director because, yes, there is millions of times I've been driving and, you know, lost concentration, smack bang into the roadworks. But with the radar director installed, at least it automatically gives you an alert about roadworks and when to go through the toll booths and everything, so it's actually quite handy.
You're speeding, soldier.
Well, I was, but I'm not now. And if anyone watching want to join the VTC, I will post the link underneath the video once we're completed. Keep an eye out for that. To run the VTC and join that, you will need to install the Truckee client to obviously register and track your jobs and miles. Me, on an average time, I could burn between 10,000 to 15,000 miles a month, which is, for myself, isn't so bad. But if we had more people in the VTC running it, and we all done like a 3,000 mile job, say if there's 3 of us, it'd be 3,000 track for me, for example, 3,000 track for my mate Mike, and the same with Nathan and Brent. If they wanted to, that would be about 9,000 to 12,000 miles in one hit, which that will still add up over time. But yeah, last month was quite funny, guys. Before my stats all got reset. There's my mate Crossbow in Manchester. He was playing ATS2. He did about 11,000 miles. Then before it reset, I burnt about 14. So we were kind of racing to see how many miles we can get between each other. We wouldn't go for games, but I don't think he realised I was even racing him on miles. But that was quite funny. We was equal for a little while, and I overtook him, and then he overtook me. I think, fuck. But yeah, that was funny. If you guys do like to, I might even, once I get my dedicated server going by tomorrow on Truckee, I might even do a convoy with the boys one night. If you guys would like to look out for that, let me know. And then I will tell the boys that people want to watch me stream and convoy, and to keep the comm systems to a minimum. And we'll use code names when we're on the stream, so it don't reveal our real names. Like, I'll go by Game Zone, then we've got Brent, who goes by Rodfather Gaming, and we've got Nathan that goes by Strucker17, and my mate Mike, he goes by Chassis Man. So yeah, I should be on with them them 3 once I get a solid multiplayer combo set up. Then once I've done all my finalisations on it, we will be releasing a load order for that once I've finally done it. But I wouldn't be without my Toby track on this game, or same with Farm Sim, or even Flight Sim. But yeah, I have technically skinned the Iron Rex finally. I've tried many times and has failed, but yeah, also I'm actually quite happy that I've actually skinned this, which actually looks quite nice. One of my other friends I do convoy with have asked me to try and skin the Freightliner Classic, because yes, it do have the DLC Wrecker add-ons with it. So yeah, I've just got to learn on how the logos are placed on that truck and literally skin that. So I will do that at some point, and then when I have done, I will send the skin out to the friend that wants it skinned, as well as put it in the VCC mod, because I do like to keep all my mod numbers down if I can help it, because yeah, the less mods you have in the game, the better it will load. So what I've found. But yes guys, as you can see, I've got my scaling turned all the way up. Well, not all the way up. That's why, if you're wondering why my graphics look so sharp on this, that's why I've turned all the scaling up from standard. So obviously the settings I'll show you once I've done the job, because I'll show you the scaling settings, the graphic settings, what I've got it all set on, and then I'll show you the Tobii eye tracker settings I've got set to make my tracker obviously run the best the way it is. But we are literally 216 miles away from Area 51. Believe you me, already. See guys, when I do get going, I do go by the speed limits. Yes, we all had a laugh, we all used to race, but there's no fun in that. Obviously when I'm on the truckie, I do stick to the speed limits, because after 80 mile an hour, you do get clocked for race miles. Plus I'd rather just stick to the speed limits and take all the sights in. And please don't say my game's just crashed. It normally does around this area for some reason, but I will definitely restart it. I've been online for 38 minutes, but I was showing you all the load orders. I don't know why it cuts out in that part of Los Angeles. It always does. It just does. It's always that one part. I do try and reroute, and you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't normally reroute and try taking a diversion because of that reason, but apart from that, the game runs perfectly fine. It's just that one section. It's where it always cut out. It's just a pain. Yeah, some people I know do think it's the More American Cities Global doing this, but my statement I've clearly made. If the More American Cities Global was a fault, then why is GMC Community using it in his combo? If it was faulty, it wouldn't be working, and he wouldn't recommend to use it in his combo. So yeah, that's why I'm using it in my single player. Because like I said, I'm trying to keep the mod numbers down.
Attention, roadworks.
And I don't want to literally download all the individual files when I've got the one file, because I sub to it on Patreon. So I might as well use it. So we're currently on the... It basically breaks on the 93. It always in that spot, but if I do reroute and go the other way round, if I'd have carried on that way and gone through Los Angeles down past this way round, I would have been fine. I just reroute when I do that, because then that way I just literally get past the break then. We are need to rerun in 65. But I've just noticed this is that one spot on the map is where it does crash me out back to my desktop. But I do normally reroute. It's a bit longer, but it saves you from having your game crashing all the time. Unless I just do what I just done, start the game, restart the game up and just drive. It's just one of them things really. You do get the odd crashes every now and again, it's normal, but we're back up and running, and I'm quite happy, and we have got 13 minutes left to get to Area 51. I just wish the creator of Area 51 would put a start garage down that area so we can at least start the map at Area 51, but that's my own opinion. If I knew how to get into the map better and unlock the file, I'd do a personal copy for myself. I'd put a garage for myself, but I would leave it personalised, because obviously it's not my original mod. But that's personally me though. You can edit mods for personal, but you just can't distribute them and share them. That is the one rule. They don't like you doing it because it's not your mod. If it was my mod, then by all means I'd share it. But yeah, I don't want to get striked, tagged or warned. I'd rather just keep it to myself. But we are now cutting through Los Angeles, which is decent. Or Las Vegas, should I say, sorry, not Angeles. Angeles is the other side. I always get confused with Las Vegas and Angeles because, yeah, apart from the last word, they both start with the same. Vegas, Las Vegas and Los Angeles, yeah, it's just the same thing, really, just the last word's changed, laugh out loud. So, yeah, it does kind of trick me for a little while until I realise, yeah, I'm going through Vegas, not Angeles. Ha ha ha. Yes, it crashes me out when I go this way through Los Angeles, not Vegas. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to reroute real quick. I don't know why it's doing that, but if I go the other way it won't crash. So what I'll do is I'll reroute and then I'll show you what goes on. Because I'm going to get through Vegas without it crashing. So yeah, I'm just going to try and do a little drive for you so you know that I've got something working. Continue game. But by the end of tomorrow, guys, my VTC dedicated server should be running by tomorrow night. By tomorrow afternoon / evening time. So yeah, it'll be all good. But once the VTC server's set up and I like the way it runs, the mods will not be changed. I am up there already, so when I get to Vegas, I'll just try it once more. If it crashed, then I will definitely turn round. And
ready to get to work,
attention.
soldier.
Roadworks.
But I need to get through Nevada, so then that way I can get the Los Angeles rerouted. What I'll do is I'll keep it in this for a minute and see if I can get past. If I can, then we're all good. Which I believe we might be able to get through now. It's all running, it's all good, it's got past the glitch. So I will drive back this way. But normally, before I do that, I am just gonna mark this. I just need to do that, then press that, so it goes that way round instead of past 3M. I don't know why I like going that way round. That way I'll cover all of Los Angeles. By the time I travel back on myself, I'll go the other way. If that makes sense.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Turn left.
Oh yes guys, and if you all do know about the config, one tip for you, where you search for view distance, if you turn that from 80 up to 1000, you can see a lot further back in your side view mirrors. I just thought I'd just give you all a tip on that as well. That's why I can see so much further back than some people, because most people don't know how to mess with the config.
And then turn left.
So yeah, that's why if you adjust your view distance,
turn left.
The higher you go, the further you can see it. The further back you can see. It just stops cars from popping up and down. You can see further back, and it just improves everything with reversing and all kinds of stuff. Like, I'm not being funny, guys, but this truck is only 700 horsepower because it's one of my custom engines I've been making.
And then turn right.
But it's got some poke, I'll tell you that.
Turn right.
I do like it. if you ask me myself. We're just having a drink while we're at the lights.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
No, I'll go through these lights. I don't normally go through lights, but there is a few I might skip. Which we need to go straight, so I can go in either one of these lanes.
Go straight on.
Whoops. Trying to win it up his backside, didn't I? Haha. But yeah, it's funny. But it wasn't for very long. Even though, see, like some lights in California, you can't just go straight through. He did, so
You're
I...
speeding, soldier.
Believe me, it's weird how the traffic system do work in the States compared to over here in the UK where I'm based. And the reason how I've got my GPS set the way I do, like the route advisor small and the one on the hologram is like the likes of if I'm streaming, people can see what state and whereabouts I am currently. It just kills a lot of questions, and then plus it's easier for me to keep my eyes straight instead of looking left or right, because if I do, as you can see, the head will move. So I just find it easier to just do that way, then obviously, you know. Because I used to like the minimal route advisor where the route advisor was the top centre. But obviously with 158, they've changed all the UI so it no longer is compatible. Yes, it's a pity, but you get the point. It kind of did throw me off a bit. That's why I tend to not use it, and I just use the one on my windshield, because it's directly in front of me. Now we're just waiting in the traffic.
You're speeding, soldier.
There's my VTC trailer in the garage.
You're speeding, soldier.
More lights. Yeah, I do go straight then round, so straight up the hill. I thought I had to turn where the Volvo dealership was. Unfortunately not.
Speeding. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. You're speeding, soldier. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left. Keep left.
We are nearly at Area 51, guys. We've got 9 minutes left, which isn't too bad.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn right. Turn right. You're speeding.
Believe you me, guys, it will be great. I've just got to literally fix a few mods that I've created and put more trucks into it, and then obviously once that's done, my VTC on load order should be done by tomorrow. It's that what I've got so far is technically half a prototype. It's not a finished combo yet, so I might make some more adjustments tonight in my multiplayer server, which I'm going to use. And then once I've got all the changes fixed, I will then re-upload and show you what I've changed compared to what I didn't have. What I didn't have compared to what I do have now. Right, we're now down at area, we're literally coming into Area 51 now, as you can see it on the left. We're not that far away from the flag. So yeah, we are actually quite happy. We've got 8 minutes left. But yes, I do have to be careful today because yes, I am taking a tank to the army. So they should appreciate me delivering one of their finest machinery. Normally at night, you do see aliens and that flying about, but I haven't been there at night, so I haven't looked. But that is what you're supposed to see. UFOs flying about, that might look quite cool, so I'll have to literally pop up there at night time and see what that's like. But yes, guys, I am planning to get back into streaming properly again compared to when I was. I was away from streaming for a while, so I had a few life choices to sort out, like housing and all that kind of shit. The unnecessary crap, basically, is I've been sorting some stuff out. So yeah, that's why I've been away from streaming, but I'm going to at least try and stream at least once or twice a week. Depends, it could be ATS, it could be ETS2, it could be any of the farm simulators, or maybe I might do a flight sim video. But I'm going to try and stream it out 2 or 3 times a week. Because yeah, don't get me wrong, I do miss streaming, and that is where I do make my revenue. But yes, I've gone and made my VTC Mega Mods optional for multiplayer. So yes, if I'm in other people's convoy servers, I can put my VTC Mega Mod in and load all my skins. And all my current settings which I've got. Because yeah, everyone do not use the same mods, but as long as people tick the optional mods in their convoy servers, then yes, I can use it. Now, which I might do before I send them all out, I might actually make my Frankstar custom farms all optional, because yes, they are mine. I will make them all mod optional, so then I can add them as well. So if people do see me go off the map, it's because I'm driving to my farms. So yeah, I actually find that quite funny. I'm just laughing my head off. We have 5 minutes, guys, till the job's complete. But this, apart from the crashing a couple of times, it hasn't been a bad run.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left. Took the wrong route.
Oh crap, I went past the turning. I always do that. It's ridiculous. Turn down that junction there, you see, so I kind of need to reverse. I'm just trying to turn round, but there's too much traffic in my way. Which is just pointless, but yeah. I normally don't crash, but I just wasn't alerted that I had to turn left so quick. I thought it was just a bit further up. My bad. I'll get used to it. We need to be at 30 mile an hour. Now we can go 50. But yes guys, we are driving down to Area 51 now. We're just going down the passageway, or the road path to get to Area 51.
Speeding.
Right, we're nearly there guys, we've got 12 miles left, which is 41 seconds. Well, probably faster than that, because obviously, yeah, I'm going 50 mile an hour, ain't I?
Speeding, soldier. Turn left. Arrived at the destination.
Here we go, guys. We're back at Area 51. And also, before I do go, just go into the options real quick, and I shall show you what I've got my stuff set on. And what I shall tell you, obviously, is when I find the screenshot when I took it. The custom... Here we go. Just give me a second. The scaling was set at custom 62. Anti-aliasing is now T. That was 62. That was disabled, and that was always clarity. Now we've got the scale at 200 and TAA and always soft. We've got the texture quality is high. That should be on 300 like that. Then TAA always soft. Texture quality is all this. I've basically left everything else, but I've just turned the scaling up. That's all I did. But yes, also guys, it's nuts. My screen resolution is 3440 times 1440, 43 by 18, 165 Hz, and vertical synchronization is enabled. And also, if I go to controls, and very quickly, I should show you my settings for my Tobii eye tracker. So we go into here. We have custom extended view presets is custom, head tracker mode direct. I have enabled position. Yarn multiplier in cabin is set at 293. Pitch multiplier is set at 044. Yarn multiplier and walk mode is 1, and the pitch multiplier and walk mode is 1. Gaze tracking view responsiveness. Gaze tracking settings now. Gaze view responsiveness is set at 0. I turn that completely off. Gaze tracking exponent is set at 2. Gaze tracking inflation point is set at 0.80. Gaze tracking start point is set at 0.2. Gaze tracking end point is 1. Maximum gaze angle is 0. Head view responsiveness is 40%. Head tracking your Sonian cabin is 0.78, 0.75, 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. And that's 152. The head tracking exponent is 152. Head tracking inflation point is 51. That head tracking start point is 0.3. And again, head tracking end point is 0.52. So the graph should look like this. And also, I have reset head tracking on 5. And button 5 on my mouse. And enable head tracking on button 4. So if I want to turn the tracker off for like a session, I can push button 4 on my mouse to turn it off. And to reset the tracker back to center is button 5. So yeah, they are my Tobii eye tracker settings. All included. So yeah. I have streamed, it's been great. But now, I've got the stuff to do outside of streaming live. So, yeah. Take care, guys, and stay tuned and stay safe. And, yeah. Thank you for watching. I've been streaming for 1 hour 14 minutes. So, I'll speak to you later. And goodbye, and catch you on the next one. Gamer Zone out.